Well, it looks like I accidentally turned the camera off, and so this will be part two. I can't find my acid. It's gone, and I'm really bummed about that. I looked everywhere. But what would happen is if I took even 5% hydrochloric acid, not even that strong, and put it on the calcite, you would see it bubble all over the place, like putting vinegar on it. It's pretty cool. Some people sometimes can't tell the difference between calcite and quartz, and that's the way they test it. They put hydrochloric acid on it, and it bubbles. Um, yeah. Okay, and I don't have the gypsum, although that big piece I told you could also be called gypsum. Here's an interesting cool thing. So calcite normally grows like this, and it has great cleavage. In other words, if I were to throw this mineral on the ground, which I will do for the kids, and bust it, it'll break into shapes exactly like this. They'll be smaller, but it'll break into shapes just like this. This is also calcite, and it will fizz in acid too, but it does not have great crystal habit or cleavage, just kind of conchoidal fracture, this fracture. So again, same mineral, same chemical composition, looking completely different, just like the fluorite did. Okay, now we're going to turn the page to go to non-metallic crystal habit, non-discernible, hard to see. So these are crystals that are more difficult to see. They're smaller. So I've categorized them in two groups. You'll see crystal-like and not crystal-like. And I'm going to read what it says there in the little starburst to you. It says, even though a mineral may not look like a crystal, it still is. The molecules in a mineral are arranged in an orderly pattern, so all minerals are crystalline or crystalline. Okay, so let's start with the crystal-like ones. If you can't see it, but it's yellow, it's going to be sulfur. I don't know of any other minerals that are this color, and it also stinks. So it smells like sulfur, it is sulfur. If you have a pink quartzy looking thing, it's rose quartz. I don't have any on my table, I've got that buried. And a gray one, it's going to be a smoky quartz. I have it buried too. But if you have a white one, I just showed you before. Let me get it. This time I'm going to pause, not turn it off. Okay, I'm back. These are all quartzes. This is a white quartz. This is a smokier quartz. It's gray in there. It's also kind of a geode. A geode is a quartz crystal you bust open and you find the quartz inside. Here's some more quartz. Here's a roundy kind of quartz as well. When I set up my mineral collection for the class, I'll film the whole thing for you so you can see them all. I've got some pretty nice minerals and bigger ones as well. Okay, if you have a silky mineral like this, and this is very silky, and you don't see the crystals, but you can tell it's crystal-like. It's got the shiny reflection on there, the luster. It's very soft. I can scratch it super easy with my nail here. This is talc. If I were to crush this, I can make baby powder with it. This, on the scale of minerals that you read about, is number 1. It's the softest mineral, or the softest index mineral. It's called talc. Okay, on the bottom there, not crystal-like. Again, sulfur. See, I think I had that on the crystal-like one because I have a piece of sulfur that's shiny with a really resinous and crystal-like look about it. This one is not so much. So I've got sulfur on both the crystal-like and non-crystal-like, but if it's yellow, it's sulfur. Blue, favorite mineral of all time. This is azurite. It's so pretty. Now it's got a little bit of green in there, and the green in there is called malachite. That's the next thing on here. So here's some malachite. You see the beautiful green minerals? Not shiny, not metallic at all. Doesn't look crystalline, although it can be. This one can be a little shiny here. These often appear together. So I used to live in Arizona, in Tucson, and we would go hiking, and we would find azurite and malachite right on the side of the road near the mountains. And they often appear together. So you can see, like I said, there's malachite in that azurite. These are 2 of your test minerals. So azurite, malachite. And next week I'm going to be posting your quiz minerals for you, so you can just study the pictures of them. 2 more that I'm going to show you, and then we're done. The first is turquoise. Now this one has been polished. It's been in a rock tumbler, so it's really soft and getting kind of shiny, silky. Turquoise is often used in jewelry. You recognize it. It's also a color, turquoise color. Sometimes, like the Caribbean Sea, could be a turquoise color. And the last one is feldspar. Feldspar is not crystal-like. Sometimes it breaks one way or not another way. It does have a certain kind of cleavage, but it's difficult to find. It's pink and sometimes white. The thing about feldspar and quartz and mica is that these are 3 common rock-forming minerals, and you will find feldspar, quartz, and mica in granite. And we're going to look at rocks next week. So that's all there is to do with the minerals today. There's nothing that you have to memorize today, but next week you're going to have to memorize 13 mineral pictures for me, okay? And so I will try to keep you up as much as possible about what we're doing by showing you like this on video. Sometimes I will film our labs live so you can be part of the fun. In fact, I think that when we do our Rock ID lab tomorrow, next week, I'm going to put the camera right into one of the kid groups so you can feel like you're more part of that. I don't have great Zoom capabilities yet because of my room connection, but I'm doing the best I can. Okay? Have a great night, everybody. Bye.